The extended reading for Devi Ma Kali. There are times when we just need our mother. This is a natural and necessary way of being. However, for whatever reason, we may not be able to turn to the mother figure in our lives in our times of need. There is no need to feel deprived during these moments, for we have a divine mother who wants to help and has the endless resourcefulness to do so. The problem of receiving grace is never with the source of it. By its nature, grace flows with generosity. So needing to earn or deserve it goes against the very nature of grace itself. However, we can struggle to be open to it and have a subconscious resistance to receiving. Intellectually, we may know that we are worthy of being helped, and even that others will also benefit when we are flourishing, so that grace brings multiple benefits to all. Yet, can we still be more attached to the difficulty than to the resolution? Why is that? We cannot underestimate the influence of belief systems created in response to childhood trauma and the impact these unchecked beliefs can have in our adult lives. The beauty is that Kali will not only help us identify where we have our blocks, she will also help liberate the soul by providing us with a choice. We can allow her to consume those past traumas, relieving the soul of karmic burdens. Devi Ma Kali's grace is not about encouraging physiological regression or giving up the necessary learning and responsibility to grow. It is a recognition that there are times when even a mature adult just needs to feel loved, held, and appreciated, cherished, and adored. Not for the sake of boosting ego, but for replenishing the heart that wants to give and give and give. It is about withdrawing from the distractions and the battles for a time, not to escape from what you need to do, but to have the energy and clarity of mind to approach your life journey effectively. Regression is avoidance, whereas reconnecting with a childlike relationship to the divine replenishes the inner reserves, so one can continue, change approach, and gain supportive allies, so that success can unfold more graciously and swiftly. The devotee of Kali Ma and Hindu saint Sri Ramakrishna taught that when a tree is young, it should be fenced all around, lest it is destroyed by cattle. What does that mean for us? Positive qualities, such as healthy self-esteem, can be burgeoning within us, even when we are not fully aware of the extent of positive change that comes from the subtle inner shifts of mind, heart, and soul. Significant healing shifts often take place beneath conscious awareness. This is good. It prevents the sabotaging aspect of the mind from killing off that fledgling quality before it is strong enough to stand up to the patterns of the past and assert itself, rather than, for example, being trampled by overly critical and shaming voices. The protection of the young tree is a symbol for taking care of that which is vulnerable until it becomes strong enough to stand on its own and fulfill its destiny. This is what a mother is meant to do for her child, and what Kali Ma Devi does for all her children, if they will come to her. There is something good growing within you. Don't let clumsy or ill-wishing energies around or within you get anywhere near it. Let Kali Ma protect you from within and without. This particular form of Kali is without the association of battles and war with which she is more commonly connected. Instead, she is the Divine Mother, holding your being in her arms, in a quiet and peaceful nursery of the soul, rocking you back and forth with a gently sweet lullaby upon her lips. The Hindu scriptures teach that when Shiva drank the poison that threatened to consume and destroy the world, he became sick with the pain of it, and so transformed himself into a baby, feeding at Ma Kali's breast. Her milk soothed the poison, taking away the pain. If you've been taking on energies from others, perhaps unintentionally or even intentionally, in an attempt to alleviate their suffering, then the message is that Kali is providing you with relief and healing now. When you have so much going on that it all feels like too much, permit yourself to seek her out and be comforted, held, and reassured. It is natural for a child to need and reach for its mother. You are deserving of comfort. Allow yourself to experience it without reservation. The invocation ritual. If you are open to receiving the ritual, say yes in your mind's eye or out loud, or your presence here is validation that you are open to receiving. Imagine, visualize, or intend that you are a beautiful, precious child. If you have not had a positive experience of being loved, accepted and enjoyed for who you were as a child in a safe and respected environment, then you may like to intend to open up to a new experience of unconditional love, protection, and safety for the child within you now. You may even like to imagine, feel, or visualize that you are being cuddled or rocked gently by the Divine Mother by hugging yourself and making soothing sounds as you softly rock back and forth. If this is comforting, if this is confronting, be kind. Being really loved can take some getting used to if it is unfamiliar to you. Love can bring up some shock, anger, or grief before it brings peace. There is a tremendous freedom that arises in feeling such feelings and letting them go. In this process, you have the safety to feel whatever you wish, allowing it to be compassionately witnessed by the Divine Mother. If you wish to talk with your Divine Mother, do so now. Just tell her what's on your mind and what you need. Listen for her response by tuning into your heart, and know that her answers show up in the best possible timing and the best possible way. When you are ready, complete your process by saying this prayer. Supreme Mother of the Universe, I am in your hands. My body, mind, and soul seek refuge in you, and are now fed by your nectar, which alleviates poisons and brings strength, wisdom, and peace. I settle into your presence. You and I are bonded in divine love, a bond which can never be broken. May your comfort arise in my heart now, reaching through all dimensions for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Devi Ma Kali. Complete your process with your hands in prayer at your heart and bowing your head. That is for you, beautiful soul. Thank you so very much for being here. From my heart to yours, much love.